How's it going, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T with another video. This is going to be a legs and abs training video. It's going to be just a little different than the last one as far as weights go. This will be our second training, legs and abs training, since being on the boat. Been on the boat for about 3 weeks now. Wednesday will make 3 weeks, so the last time we did legs and abs was our first time using this Ironmaster Super Pro V2 bench with the leg extension attachment, and so we found out a few things on what we could do as far as leg extension, weight, and also hamstring curl weight, and also squats. So before we got this bench, on the boat we were using monkey's feet for the isolation exercise for the quads, doing leg extensions with them, and it was just really bad form. And also I was only doing one leg at a time, and typically you want to try to move on as quick as possible from your isolation exercise to your compound exercise and your superset. So I wasn't achieving that. So we were doing that and then going straight to squat. Well, without the quads being burnt out properly or trained to failure properly using the monkey's feet, I was doing more weight on the squats than what I did whenever I did the leg extensions with this Super Pro V2 bench with the leg extension attachment, because I put 200 pounds, or it was 200 pounds total for the squat last leg and abs workout, and I think we did like 105 pounds on the leg extension for 14, and then we went straight to squat with 200 pounds, and I only got 1 rep and barely got that up, and we're going for 6 to 10 rep range. So with the leg extension, we're going to go for 6 to 10 reps, follow it immediately with a set of squats, which we'll be trying to work in the 6 to 10 rep range for that too. And since we only got 1 rep with 200 pounds on the squat last workout, we're going to lower it by 15 pounds down to 185 and see how that works out for us, which is kind of embarrassing to say that squats at 185 and we did 200 for 1 rep on the last one. That's kind of embarrassing, but let's see here. And then once we get done with the leg extension and the squats, we'll take a brief rest. We'll move on to hamstring curls. Now that's going to be another change from last workout. We tried 105 on the leg extension attachment here for the leg curls, and we only got 3 reps. So, and we're going for 6 to 10 rep range. So I'm going to reduce the weight by 15 pounds down to 90 pounds rather than 105. Yeah. So we should get within that 6 to 10 rep range. When I was home, I was using the hamstring curl machine, and I was doing, I think, 105 for, I got up to 6 or 7 on the ham curl machine, leg curl machine, but the machine obviously is a little different than this. Different angle and whatnot. So once we get done with that, we'll move on to a set of calf raises. We'll go for the 6 to 10 rep range. All these sets are to failure for those of you who are new. For those of you who've been watching, you know every set we take to failure except for the squats. I won't take the squats to failure because it's dangerous, but so I don't want to fail on the squats on the way down and then rack these safety bars and wake up anybody. Got people sleeping on here. But so we'll go for 6 to 10 reps to failure. on the calf raises. We'll do 65 pound dumbbell in each hand with the Bowflex 1090s. Should have I think, yeah, see my calf block over there, but it's going to be a little different on them. I'll show you a little more about it whenever we do the calf raises, but it's going to be a little unconventional. It's going to be standing calf raises, and what I do is I put a dumbbell in each hand and stand straight-legged with the knees locked, and then I do calf raises, and I use this bar back here for a guide for my chest or my body, so that when I'm going up and down I don't lose my balance. The bar's not helping move the weight in any way, it's just a guide. I found that helps quite a bit. So we did 55 in each hand for, I believe, 22 reps last time. So when we do the calf raises this go around, we're going to increase the weight rather than like with the hamstring curls and the squats we decreased it. We're going to increase the weight with this, and then whenever we get done with that, we'll move on to a set of sit-ups, weighted sit-ups, 35 pound plate weighted sit-ups, and we'll go for a 6 to 10 rep range to failure. We did, oh man, I can't remember. We did 25 pounds for more than 10 reps last legs and abs workout, so we're increasing the rep or the weight. So hope everybody's doing well. I already got the leg extension attachment loaded up for the leg extensions. I've got 2 55 pound bumper plates on there, and then I've got a 15 pound, so that'll equal out to the 125 that we need. Then also I saw a video the other day of a guy that was using a bench. I don't know if it was this exact same bench or not, but he was using a dip bar for kind of a handles. I don't know if you can see that, but I got the dip bar there. We're going to try to use that for handles since we don't have handles on this bench. We'll see if that works out. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, then we'll know it doesn't work. But we'll try it out anyway, just for some stabilization. So first thing we're going to do, though, before we get into the leg extensions, we're going to do a couple of warm-up sets with the bar behind me. I got 135 on it. So once we get those warm-up sets in, we'll have 185 on, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I forgot. This thing's at an angle, so gotta have the seat inclined to put the leg extension attachment on, so it's a little awkward. Gotta check the collars here. When we first got this bench set up, this rack, I put just 135 on it, went to bench it, and I didn't have the collars on, and the weights fell off on either side. Oh man. was one set. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like me, but I absolutely hate squats. I never can get them to feel right. Feels like I should be doing more weight than what I do on squats, but you can only do what you can do, I guess. Even when I was in high school, wasn't very good on squats in weightlifting class. I mean, I wasn't real heavy on any other lift either, but squats in particular just feels terrible. Alright, so there we go. Just 2 sets of 6 for warm-ups. Idea with the warm-ups is don't want to do too much or too little. You as an individual decide when you're warmed up enough. Don't overcomplicate it. And when you're doing a superset and you're using isolation and compound for your 2 movements, you want to warm up with your compound exercise. So that way the other muscle groups are warmed up when you go to do your compound exercise and your superset. Because when we do these leg extensions, we're going to be isolating the quads, take them to a point of positive failure, and then when we move on to the squats, it won't just be our quads. Involved in the movement. It'll be our hams and back and hips. So we want to make sure all those are good and warmed up. And you don't want to take too much time between your warm-up set and your working set for your isolation exercise. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So let's try this again. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go shoot for 6 to 10 reps on these leg extensions. Move immediately onto a set of squats. Slow and controlled throughout. Oh, come on. This is too easy. Oh, man. Come on. God. Oh. Come on. Oh, man, this is crazy. God. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. Wow. Shit. So that dip bar seemed to work out really good for handles. Oh man. On the leg extensions. And the squat went a whole lot better this time. I only did the 6 reps there. Like I said, I wouldn't go to positive failure on that because it's fairly dangerous, but we're off to a good start. Let's see. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is hamstring curls. So, according to the book, high intensity training, Mike Mentzer way, one way to increase intensity is to increase weight, also increase reps, or decrease the amount of time that it takes you to perform your workout. Now you don't want to be in like a sprint moving between workouts, but you don't want to take too much time in between. You just want to give your cardiovascular system enough time to get readjusted, and then get on with it for the next exercise. I can't even tell. I guess that's a pretty decent angle. I don't know. I think that's a little better. Alright. So, here we go with the leg curls. 6 to 10 reps to failure. Come on. I think that's it. Oh man. Alright. So I think we got 6 there. Oh man. And remember, each set is the failure. So we don't want to use an arbitrary number for a set of reps. That's a negative factor in high intensity training. So you want to have a rep range to have a guideline, but especially if you're first starting out and you see that you can do more reps than what you have for your guideline, then you take it on past that, and then you just adjust in your next workout. And for those of you that's been following along, you'll notice that I'm almost 3 months in and I'm still adjusting weights and not knowing what weight to use on certain exercises. So don't get discouraged if you're just starting out and you're not real sure on what weight to use. Just pick a good weight. Use a certain amount of reps for a guideline, but if you can take it on past that, do it, and then just adjust for your next workout. And all these rep ranges and weights and exercises can be found in the book High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way. Let's see here. The workouts that I pull from the book are from a chapter called High Intensity, what is it? The Ideal Principled Workout. So we got our calf blocks here. I don't even know what that's used for, but I found it on the boat a few trips ago. Thought it'd be good for calf blocking. I think I was right. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. Let's get this camera at a different angle here. Something a little better for these calf raises, maybe. So we've got 2 more exercises. We've got these calf raises and sit-ups, weighted sit-ups. So, to give you an idea of what I was talking about earlier with these calf raises, I've got this calf block sitting on a couple of 25-pound bumper plates, and I'm going to hold a dumbbell in each hand, and I'm going to use this bar for a guide or a support, whatever you want to call it, so that I'm not getting out of balance. Come on now, taking too much time here. Just trying to get the let's see here, trying to get the placement right before I actually start, so that way I don't run into any issues. I might go forward just a hair. I guess it looks looks alright. Move it up just a little. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. See if we can tighten these shoes up a hair. I know they were trying to come off when I was doing them hamstring curls. I was afraid I was going to drop the weight the weight down real fast is what it felt like. Luckily I didn't. That would have been bad. Probably would have woke up the pilot and might have got cussed out or something. And we're going to use wrist straps. For the dumbbells. So that way we don't have to really worry about our grip going out before our calves, because the grip will go first. And just like that, I'm getting better all the time. If you've been watching, you'll know that it's pretty rough getting these wrist straps on for me. There for a while at least. It still ain't optimal, but getting better all the time. So we were talking about confidence the other day during the shoulders and arms workout. Alright. So, the better I get at the wrist straps, the more confidence I gain. I'm going for 6 to 10 reps here. Slow and controlled throughout. Knees locked to failure. Try to get up on your tippy toes at the contraction. Which ain't gonna happen, but you gotta try it. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah. crazy. Yeah. Get up there. Okay. Wow. That went surprisingly well. I think we about got the calf raises locked down. All right. Oh my God. All right, so we'll take us a brief rest and move on to our weighted sit-ups. Oh man, I think I want to do those when I'm home. Those calf raises like that. We don't have a calf raise machine. We've got Smith machine, but I don't really like using it too much. I'm been screwing around on the eating here lately. I think I said that in the last video, and I can definitely tell it. My ab outline isn't quite what it was. Started eating a lot of garbage because we put in a grocery order about a week ago, I guess, and I didn't know that it was going in, so I forgot to ask our cook, Steven, if he could order me some select food items that are kind of pertain to my diet. So, which ain't no excuse, but let's see here. Started eating like garbage. So we're gonna go for 6 to 10 reps here, weighted sit-ups, and I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this is gonna work out at all, but let's see here. It's hard to hold the weight. Let's see, how can I do this? Hard to hold the weight as big as it is. If I had some metal 35s, it might be a little easier. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to lock myself in with these wrist straps. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. We'll see. So, oh, no, I don't think that's gonna do any good. Now I got myself in a Chinese finger trap. Can't get out. Alright, So we'll just have to do away with that. There's the workout. Leg extension, squat, hamstring curls, calf raises, and weighted sit-ups. Oh man. All in all, I think it was a pretty productive workout. We either met or exceeded our rep ranges, which means we can add weight next time, except for maybe the hamstring curls, or we can at least add reps to all the workouts because we got within the rep range, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And we won't be doing another leg and ab workout on the boat, so it's going to switch up a little bit here next week. we will just do what we do at home, which is different as far as exercises go. So when we're on the boat, we do certain exercises that we do are substitutes for the exercises we do at home. When we're at home, we've got access to more equipment, and we can do the exercises that Mike Menser recommends. Alright. And we don't deviate from it at home unless we don't have a machine for the exercise that he recommends, and then we might deviate, but it's not a problem. Oh man. Okay. I had a pen around here somewhere. I seem to have lost it. It's a good pen. Well, couldn't have gone too far. I'll find it when we end the video, I reckon. So, yeah, just a little recap of the workout. You've seen, I just said what we did there. Leg extensions, squats, superset, hamstring curls, calf raises, and abs, weighted sit-ups. And we got within or exceeded the rep ranges with the weights that we chose for each exercise, so that's a good thing. Very thankful to have this Iron Master Super Pro V2 bench too, because that makes it gives me what I need as far as the workouts, especially with this workout. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I was just using monkey's feet for the isolation exercise, and it wasn't optimal. It wasn't what I was looking for, what I needed, because in the book High Intensity Training the Mike Menser Way, I looked for substitute exercises for the leg extensions and to isolate the quads, and there just weren't any that Mike recommended. So he said that was the exercise. So that was kind of hindering us a little bit, but now we've got the option to do the leg extensions. And then, so we did that. Very happy with it. And get to do the hamstring curls, which is another thing that we couldn't do or we weren't doing. We could have done them with the monkey's feet too, but it wouldn't have been anywhere near what I can do with this bench. So I think I made a good purchase with it. And the calf raises, they went really well. Like I said, I think I'm going to start doing those at home rather than doing the Smith machine calf raises. I feel like I get more out of these, and I was kind of worried before that with the dumbbells hanging down to the side that might make a difference in the strengthening of the calves, but I don't think it will, because you're still adding that weight to your body. And it's above your calves, so to me, in my head, it makes sense that your body, your calves are doing all the work, you know. So we had that, and the abs, I'm really not totally impressed with how they go when I do them on the boat. I really like the ab core machine at home at the gym. Just gets a better feel, better squeeze, feels like technique's more pure. With the weighted sit-ups, I don't know if maybe I could find a different way to hold the weight across my chest while I'm doing the sit-ups to help it, but every time I do them, I gotta finagle around to find out what the best position is for it. Nothing's comfortable, but eventually I end up settling on a certain position to make it more comfortable and feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what that's got to do with, but like maybe maybe my torso is a little bigger, a little longer, or maybe if I had some iron plates that would help out a little bit rather than having the big bulky bumper plates. But either way, it was a really productive workout, I think, and we kind of broke our ritual, or we have this trip on the boat, as far as typically when we start out with the workout, before we get good and going, we'll take some pre-workout, which is Jocko pre-workout nitro pop that we got on the boat. We got the sour peach at home, but I just decided when I got on this trip that I wasn't gonna use the pre-workout, or had that goal in mind the first workout, and we've since been keeping up with that trend, because I'm supposed to be sleeping right now. Every time I shoot these videos, I'm off watching. I'm supposed to be back up at 11 to work again, so I'm hoping that maybe now that I'm done with the workout, I can go up there or go downstairs and lay down and maybe get a little sleep, and if not, at least rest a little bit. But with the pre-workout, that was almost impossible. I'd be up for sure, no matter what, which is what it's meant to do. So not ragging on it or anything, but and really I feel pretty good doing the workouts without the pre-workout. Still seeing progression. My body is, I feel like I'm getting fatter because I've been eating bad stuff the last week or so. But we'll get that back in check hopefully this coming week before I get home on next Wednesday, which will be the 15th. And last time I weighed myself was 2 or 3 days ago, I guess, and I come out at like 196, and then like a week or two before that I was 188, if that tells you anything. So I put on some weight pretty quick, and I don't even know what I'm at right now. But yeah. However, next Wednesday, not 2 days from now Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, the 15th, I think that's when I'll start eating at a calorie surplus and try to get some kind of a meal plan together to where I'm eating healthy, or somewhat healthy, not eat a bunch of junk in the surplus. But then really we should start seeing some progression as far as muscle gain, and then we're going to gain some fat as well. But when we get to the end of that, I don't know if it's going to be 3 months or 4 months or what of muscle building, or 6 months, whatever it's going to be. But when we get to the other end of it, we're going to have to cut down again. And if everything goes right, there should be a lot more muscle to show off on this coming up go around, because when we started this series, it's been about 3 months ago, we just went straight into a deficit, and that was the origin of the channel. So that's my introduction into this way of training. Wanted to lose body fat and at least, if not gain muscle, at least keep the muscle that I had and enhance definition, which we've done that. So so with eating in the deficit, it's harder to gain muscle from what I've gathered. I heard Mike Mentor talk about it on a video. Some of these short snippets that I've seen, which are all out there on YouTube and Facebook. There's a lot of smaller snippets, but reels and whatnot. And he talks about, in the one that I seen, he talked about you're confusing the muscle whenever you try to build muscle when you're eating in a calorie deficit. But if you do the high intensity training the proper way, you can should maintain muscle, if not gain muscle. But when you eat in the surplus, then your body's getting what it needs to gain muscle through your eating. Because if you're eating less than your daily maintenance level of calories, then you're going to lose weight, which is what we've been doing up until the last week, I guess. I've been eating like a hog, but went through 2 or 3 of those phases, by the way, since we started all this. I don't know what it is, but I quit chewing really easy, quit drinking really easy, but for whatever reason, the eating habit is just, once I started eating, it's, I guess it's a habit. I mean, especially on the boat and at home, I guess. But when I'm on the boat and we've got a lot going on, then I can stay out of the galley or stay out of the snack cabinet. But if we're stuck on the boat and we're not out there on tow, building tow or making a lock, then I'm stuck on the boat. Even if I am running around doing things on the boat, I still got access to the food. So it's more of a mental thing. It's a mental strength thing. And also with the last grocery order we got, I wasn't able to get the chicken and the bagels and the blackberries and the what else? Yogurt, bananas, all those things that I like to have to eat. So maybe on this next grocery order, right before we get off, I can get some of it so I can get back into the swing of things. And then when I get home, I might, I'm trying to think here. So before I started this series, I call it series, but when I started this channel, before I started it, I had a calorie counting book, and I sat down and I wrote out a meal plan that consisted of 60% carbohydrates, 25% protein, and 15% fats, which is what Mike Mentor recommends as a well-balanced diet for the training. So I had that set at like 1,600 calories or 1,700 calories. I'm thinking about just doubling the portions to go to 3,400 calories, which I'd have to shift things around a little bit because I was eating a lot of sweet potatoes and I don't want to get too full on them. Might just throw in some more bread in there or something for the carbs, or apples. I don't know, figure something out, but we'll try to get in that 60% carbs, 25% fats, or 25% protein and 15% fats for a plan. So that way we're eating a well-balanced diet according to Mike while we are in the calorie surplus. So that should favor well for the building of muscle, and it shouldn't take too long, I don't think, to see progress. It should be a lot quicker than what we've been seeing eating in a deficit. And even today, the progression we made compared to the last leg and a half workout on the boat, I don't know if it's got to do with the food that or the amount of food that I've been eating, which has been more than normal. If that's made my body fuller and made me be able to lift heavier weight and do more reps, but that's the outlook anyway for after the 15th when I start eating in a surplus. That's the mindset that I'm going to have going into it. The more that I'm going to eat, which I don't want to go overboard with it because I don't want to gain too much fat while I'm building muscle, but we will get in that maybe 3,000 to 3,500 calorie range, and then we'll should see some pretty rapid progression in my head. And I've got a lot of creatine at the house because if you watch my why I continue to use Jocko fuel products video, you'll have seen that I ordered some products and they sent me the wrong products in the form of creatine, which I didn't order, and I was gonna give it back to them and then make up the difference when they sent me what I ordered originally, and they told me to just keep the creatine. So I don't know if I want to start taking that or not, because I've taken it before and I think it helped out, but I wasn't doing high intensity training, so I really think that would help boost my muscle gains and progress. However, at this point, I kind of want to just try to do this thing totally with diet and exercise minus the creatine, because I just really got a lot of faith in this program, and the only error that I found in it is myself, operator error, I guess as they call it, with not eating what I'm supposed to eat and just not following the diet that I laid out. That's when I see regression, or not taking enough rest days in between workouts. So we will, let's see, I kind of forgot what I was saying now, but yeah, I just want to do it through diet and exercise for now, and then if we see pretty rapid progression and I can see and show that it works really well, then once I have that proof, and then I can share it with you guys and that people can see it, and you can share it with people and you can use it to your advantage, then I might throw the creatine in there, maybe, because I know the creatine is going to help. So in my head, if I can do it just a fundamental way with the diet and exercise, then there's no room for people saying, well, if he wasn't doing this, he wouldn't get these results, something like that. I want to avoid that, because I want to really see how this works and if it works and how well it works, because according to a lot of people, it's not supposed to, but I believe it does, and we'll find out soon enough, and it's going to take time too. Mike says in his book that he thinks a person can reach their genetic potential within 1 year with a proper high intensity training program, and that is that's a pretty strong position to take. That's not very much time to reach peak physical condition, and obviously I don't think that I'm going to do that, because that would require a lot more intense workout and probably longer rest periods than what I've been doing, because as you increase the stress on your body, you have to take more rest days, but especially when you majorly increase reps and weight, but right now we're just training to 1/3 of maximum intensity. You've got positive, negative, and static parts of your reps, whatever you're doing. So if you're doing a curl, when you're going up, it's positive. When you get to the contraction, that's static, and then when you're letting down, that's negative. And so we just go to positive failure, so we go until we can't lift the weight up. If we train to maximum intensity, we would have somebody help us lift the weight up and then hold it for as long as we can, and then lower it as slow as we can. And then you won't be able to do a positive rep. You have to have somebody help you up, hold it for as long as you can, and after they let go, and then let down slow, and then just do that until you can't do it anymore. Forced reps, basically, in static holds. And if you wear out all three of those parts of the rep, then you can say that you train to maximum intensity if you do that on every exercise. but we're only doing positive, so we're not going to see as good of gains if we were to do that. And the way I would do that is I would have to have a training partner, which I don't have. I'm sure I could round one of these guys up on the boat and they could probably help me out, but don't want to be a bother to them, and they might not want to partake in this. And then when I'm home, I go to the gym pretty early, so in the morning, so I don't really know anybody or have any friends there that would I could think of where I live to come to the gym that early in the morning with me. But maybe that'll change over time. Maybe the more we do these videos and the more confidence I gain, the more intense I might want to train and to see faster results. But we'll just see. Right now, starting to get more confident in making these videos, trying not to stumble over my words as much and just feel like I'm having a dialogue sitting here, like if it was just me and you, the viewer, sitting here talking. Only difference is nobody's talking back to me. So I really enjoy making these videos, and I'm glad that I made this one today, because with me eating as bad as I have, I've been kicking myself around about it quite a bit. But I thought that I was supposed to work out tomorrow until I checked the dates, and I thought, man, I'm supposed to work out today. Let's go up here and get it. So it worked out really good and kind of boosted my confidence a little bit. But I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. It's a little longer of a video, but the next workout will be chest and back, and that'll be in 5 days. So this is the 6th. We got to be the 11th, and that should be our last workout for the trip, and then go home and be at the gym again. But please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.